it is so important to set boundaries around your time and to realize that you can't say yes to everything. And I do think, one of the advice that I sometimes hear people giving to all teachers and newer teachers is don't take any work home. But to be honest, as a first year teacher, that might not be realistic. I know I was very good with my time, but my first year teaching, I had to take some work home. There's just no way, unless I stayed at school really late, which I didn't want to do. There's just no way I would have been able to do that. So there's just a lot of extra work your first year. So first of all, it should get easier. The first year is the hardest. All the curriculum is new. Everything is new. But it's still important, even though okay, I'm going to have to work extra hard and more hours this year, you can still be really strategic in how you do it. So one thing I recommend is planning your work hours ahead of time. So, you get a sense even a couple years into the school year how long things are going to take. And so recognizing, okay, I am going to leave work at these times. I'm going to work 1 hour in the evening, or I'm going to work 4 hours on the weekend because I really need that. But like basically choosing how how long you're going to work ahead of time, especially if you're married or have a family that you're working with too, so they can know what to expect, and kind of putting some of those boundaries there. Or it could be as simple as like, I'm going to stop working by 9. Like just kind of think, what do you need to be able to have balance, and be able to get your work done and also have time when you're not working. What you don't want to do is feel like you always have to keep working and you're never done. So you kind of need to kind of think through that. And the other thing on there, um, is just realizing that you can't say yes to everything. If you say yes to everything, you're saying no to things without realizing it. You might be saying no to sleep. You might be saying no to your sanity. You might be saying no to having enough energy to actually disciple your students. Like you can't possibly do everything. So being wise and praying about what extra responsibilities should I say yes to? What projects that I might really have this great creative idea? Is this the year to do it? Like keep in mind, this is not the only year you're going to be teaching, Lord willing. Some things are amazing ideas and they're better year two. You going to get through year one and then get more creative year two. So recognizing, I'm not saying you have to do that, but just recognizing you have choices and you can't say yes to everything.